I never believed in the supernatural warnings my grandmother used to whisper before bed, but her words echoed in my mind last night as I lay awake, long after midnight. It wasn't the darkness that unsettled me but the eerie silence that seemed to engulf my small apartment. I'd been living in the heart of the city for years, and the noise was comforting, a constant hum of life. But last night, it was as if the world had paused, holding its breath for something sinister. That's when I heard the knocking, a persistent rap on my door. The unsettling part? It was my voice calling my name. The first knock was soft, almost hesitant, but it grew louder, more insistent with each echo. I froze, my heart pounding as I strained to listen. I could hear my own voice, perfectly mimicking my tone and inflection, pleading for help from the other side. Part of me wanted to dismiss it as a twisted prank by some tech-savvy neighbor, but deep down, I felt an inexplicable dread. My grandmother's warning felt like a prophecy manifesting right before me: never answer the door after midnight. I tiptoed to the peephole, my eyes squinting against the peephole's distortion, only to find nothing but an empty hallway. As the minutes dragged on, the knocking continued, my voice growing more desperate with each plea. I grabbed my phone, intending to call for help, but the screen flickered and died in my hands, leaving me in darkness. Panic surged through me. It felt as though the very walls of my apartment were closing in, suffocating me with an unseen force. I backed away from the door, my mind racing through every horror story I'd ever heard, each one feeling more real than the last. Just as I was about to retreat to the safety of my bedroom, a cold breeze swept through the apartment, carrying with it the unmistakable scent of my grandmother's perfume. I turned, half expecting to see her standing there, but I was met with an empty room. The knocking stopped as suddenly as it started, replaced by a deafening silence. I stood there, shaking, as a chilling realization washed over me: whatever was outside wasn't trying to get in. It was trying to lure something out. My own voice had been the bait, and in that moment, I understood why my grandmother's warnings always carried a note of urgency. It wasn't about who was at the door, it was about what was already inside, waiting for the right moment to escape.